far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
If we do not realize our ideals, at what point is there any liberty? It's best that you leave this country.
Bandit has a lock.
Strider 1, missile launched. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Strato 1, target acquired. Target destroyed.
My engine's been destroyed. Where did it come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Missile away. Target is in machine gun range. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
It's erosion.
They are responding aggressively.
Jet, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Higher smokes, 3 strikes will find you.
Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew. Folks gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Before they get us.
Take up your vehicle.
It's erosion military.
House 2 to Luna Squad. Friendly hello in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling.
Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward! Somebody take up those allied planes behind us.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Enemy's got a lock.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Target is hit.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we'd better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the train going far. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? The bus in that vehicle!
It's set up in all the right places.
Strider 1, missile inbound! Evade! We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us. We're just too stubborn to change the times. Forget it.
Target eliminated.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean. Vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Behind the enemy.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Fire! Fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad beat.
Target eliminated.
Strike. I heard scratches on the tail mean that it's part of the penal unit. All rebels will be taken down.
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed. I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
I can't shake it!
Strider 1, target acquired.
Wanna wait and see if they're friendly?
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
I'm really ready. Lock on! Lock on!
Missile away.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off! Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe? Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the penal unit.
So?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
You have no choice. Fire!
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are faulty. It's the screw Charlie Foxtrot.
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces.
We still have drones at our disposal. These talks. Watch for the future deteriorating behind everything. Our movement is restricted by an unidentified unit near our location. The general is speaking with the commander.
Ceasefire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders.
Prepare the fire on a moment's notice.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over. Target was not struck.
Strider 1, break! Break!
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission. Members of a military group calling itself an unknown is blocking our scheduled routes.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I have a visual on 3 strikes. If they don't respond, shoot them down.
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back. Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The general is still at our disposal. Watch for the future. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the fuel unit.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
destroyed.
Unknown aircraft approaching.
Stall warning.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Weapons hold! Captain Choice, fire!
Stall warning. Stall warning.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit.
Missile.
There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. We used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate horribly for the blame of enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Russia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
Come on, talking politics. That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Strider 1, missile launched.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside our tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him. Missile. Missile.
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
Locked on.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Friendly compression to be locked.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Missile. Missile.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals.
Missile. Caution.
How's your last long, Jasper? Keep it brief, and we're here to help.
Caution.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
Missile.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Why we wait for us? Don't worry, we won't let anybody through out here.
Almost at the rendezvous. In the rear to the others.
Missile.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted probe productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Russia quickly.
Target is hit.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Locked on. You're mine.
We turn to in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Ocean News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place.
Pull up.
I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft we grandfather told me about. The scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP. ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Enemy on your rear. Missile closing. Check.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Those guys are good. Enemy on your rear. Big shots, too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes. Echo 5, box 2.
9.
Echo 5, locked up.
No good. Shit.
Enemy is flat.
Attack missed.
Strider 1, missile launched. Missile hit.
There's an enemy on your tail. Breaking to escape lock. Break.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault the world is recent. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Entirely. You can abort the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden.
It's launched.
They must be accessing a remote engine. Which unit is behind this?
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Drones, headed this way.
Fox 3.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Missile evaded. In gun range.
target's tail.
5 bandits remaining. 4 bandits left.
Damn it. We don't have the drive they need. It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. And
3 bandits to go.
they are after the
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Return to operation area. One bandit to go. Target was not struck. Fox 2.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General Staff? No, we'd like you to send... Missile! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is...
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island.
Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Our air support is here.
Target hit. Update is on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to sea. Artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
We're under attack!
Strider 1, target alert. Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusian things are starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Where's our damn air support? Artillery fire to the number on my hearing.
Do not fire on unidentified targets. You're risking friendly fire.
Calling friendly bird. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help while we're still up and running. There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I hope they weren't part of the fight. Instead, they're all lying Count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Get the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! I can guess what happened here. Really don't want to see it.
Target destroyed.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to remove the proper area. That was Russian bastards. It's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible. We're trying to save your ammo.
Our guys still got the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good.
Just need to find your side. Open the bay until operation feeding time. Throw them away from the mass driver. Shit, 3 strikes. We're sitting ducks out here.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
We're outnumbered. Heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back. You're with us. Can you see the enemy APC from there? We're down to less than half our vehicle. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Get in the landing craft!
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Lack of contact is whatever they want. Send them away.
Confirm destroyed.
I count 12 dead bodies. They seem to be upper middle class. Fish wasn't nearby, so they could be concerned with their family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta. This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining.
Missile away. Tank is destroyed. Target acquired.
Can't we flank the enemy and strike them from behind?
Enemy on your back.
Get the wounded out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead!
It's a big base.
Target is in machine gun range.
The Erusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Pick up the speed with your search. The faster you find them, the more people we can save.
Rendezvous? We don't even know where we are!
Get out there and do something!
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way they're ours!
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
They got a stubborn one on my ass. Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch. Launch control. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
In gun range.
Locked on, Bandit.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Strider 1, target acquired. Only half the bombers remain. Can't let even one get away. Chaffin flares launched.
Picking up the need for aircraft. Use extreme caution.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
I'm on my target's tail. Locked on.
I hope the rebels see how we end up wiping each other out. Our only allies, the Russian government forces. Don't mistake them for rebels.
ID complete. It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the safe side? We're firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirm. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire! Roger. But what are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal bird left. Keep it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for. It's Echo 13. 2 tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Locked on.
Shit, those guys do some real dirty work.
Strider 1, Fox 2. UAV confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired. Missile evaded.
We can just defend the mass striker today. Alright, we can turn this thing around.
Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Caution. Pull up. We did it. We're moving out. Leave the cat behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Rebels are here, but the first one go by and detonate on the second.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Russian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I know that voice anywhere.
Big voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Let me in, Horn. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. Share it if you can help us refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Thanks, but will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. What's to guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell? Pretty sure we're there already.
Destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Don't sir. If he was taking this to the enemy's doorstep, not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Hurry!
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Confirmed destroyed.
Everyone knows this. No other reason.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure statement.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
Can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If the supply ship gets too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
The Ocean pilots are chasing the supply ship hard.
The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's heading. I'm usually pretty good at playing tag, but these guys have a head start.
Careful, it's hard to maintain a lock in the clouds.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We've recalculated the remaining time. 2 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
We're still in this.
Shot me. Wait, was that lightning?
Trigger, you're gonna lose it. Fly at full speed. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them.
Don't overshoot.
60 seconds remain.
Missile. Missile.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Russian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, into work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friends or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Strider 1, target. Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
Radars confirmed destroyed.
Fire the SAM at once!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Caution. Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
But what are they talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused.
I know. We don't have enough AA weapons. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homeland squat. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilic, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Entering cloud cover.
They're bombing us. We're unable to use the SAMs.
Watch it. Enemy has
Help me!
Missile.
Take advantage. Protect the base. I have to break. They got me. Protecting.
Locked on.
In gun range.
Help is here. No, they're with the Ocean Army.
Enemy on your back.
Stall warning.
Missile incoming. Break. They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles. Why aren't our planes up in the air?
We're coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Missile.
Yeah, I know.
Missile.
That's Shalaji Castle.
They ain't already. They can pay for what they did to our scouts.
Missile.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from our stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
All our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are gone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound. Drinking.
Caution. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
These guys are blinding us.
Missile.
AA gun confirmed destroyed.
Sam is out. We're running out of ways to strike back.
Missile.
We've lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Shit! We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast! Please, somebody answer us! How come we keep this...
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town's of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it, but...
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Hand it on your six.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting their takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Kill these invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to talk in so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort Monty. You bastard! You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit!
Enemy on your back.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Let's do this.
Target locked. Missile inbound. Taking.
All these guys are pretty accomplished fighter pilots.
Don't underestimate them just because Mr. X is...
Strider 1, Fox 2.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Vito and I will take care of them.
On you.
Understood. How long is this battle going to go on?
Breaking up! Don't let him get under your skin. These guys expect us to surrender? I'll kill them myself. Hostile has a lock.
We just need to buy ourselves some time.
They think they're a band of knights. I hate them even more.
Watch it.
They
Enemy has a
think they're
lock.
actual nobility. Alright, I'm a wild gunman then. Time to shut your mouth.
Stall warning.
Target was not struck.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
What the hell do you know about Wiseman?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm out! Ejecting! I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions.
Missile.
I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
Missile.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco. I know.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
These guys are pretty good.
Roseman hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, we must find someone to guide you. I am not that person. Yui. Most Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. No good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. We'll come. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look, it's like the sky's been sliced wide open. We found out you can come meet us.
Someone to guide us. We can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Nai taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong in the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the most legit Air Force should be fighting against. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've felled every last one of them. Fox 2. No, that's not it. That will not do.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the X-02 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkan aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?